As of yesterday, the Ethiopian Airlines pilot it has skillfully landed a skidding aircraft with no harm to the passengers. All of them said it was a routine flight, a domestic flight to the northern part of the country. And after it's landed at Alula Abanaga Airport, it was able to skillfully land a skidding aircraft. Hello, I am Mahlet Ayele, your host at Connect Africa, bringing you the latest from the continent. So quickly, let's break it down. Now, my focus on this one is that, I mean, there could be accidents, but the skill of the pilots and the cabin crew is something that we need to love them, and we need to really appreciate them, how they really helped the passengers to go out safely, everyone, and then calming them, and with no single harm to any passenger. Now, as of yesterday, so the Ethiopian Airlines, it has a flight which departed from Addis Ababa International Airport from 12:30 local time and landed at Alula Abanaga Airport in Mekelle, in the northern part of the country, at 10 past 2 local time. Now, what is a skidding aircraft? A skidding aircraft it's an aerodynamic condition during a turn when the tail of an airplane moves away from the center of the turn from the turn, or tends to follow a path which is outside that followed by the nose. If I may share this is how it looks like. Okay, yeah, this is the aircraft. So the one of the tire has reportedly a problem, and but all the passengers have safe. It was despite that, it was really a shocking time for each and all the passengers, but also without being disturbed, being calm and focusing on what you are doing. And for the pilot to land it carefully, that's also something we need to appreciate. Now, Ethiopian Airlines it's the best airline not only in Africa. In Africa, for the past few years, quite a few years, it has been always the best airline and awarded that. Also internationally, it's a very, very known and safe and very chosen airline, and it serves as a hub for Africa, flying more than 150 countries internationally. Now, in Africa alone, it flies to 58 countries, which is more than the number of countries. So let me just give you a bit of a background. Now, to appreciating these skillful pilots is not something, it's not for the first time we have seen. Also in 1996, there was an incident of Ethiopian Airlines where 3 people hijacked the air the airline and forced the pilots to go on a different way, and eventually it finished the fuel. This is how it landed on the sea in Comoros. Its destination was not Comoros, it was still, the flight was in Africa, but the hijackers wanted the plane to go to Australia. 3 hijackers. Look at it, yeah. So the pilot survived, and let me see the number of people now. The plane crash landed in the Indian Ocean near Grande Comoro, the Comoros Islands, due to fuel exhaustion. 125 of the 175 passengers and crew on board, including the 3 hijackers, died. This is the first recorded instance of a partially successful ditching utilizing a wide body aircraft. Okay, the pilot has really tried to save the lives of the people. Most of them have died, but still about 50 people have survived of that incident. This was in November 26, 1996. So the pilot was really, really brave to do that. Now, regarding Ethiopian Airlines, we also can say it's really a Pan-African airline that works in partnership, with 4 or 5 African airlines, in terms of saving the airlines when they are about to go into bankruptcy. So Ethiopian Airlines has a share on with Togo Airline, or known as ASKI Airline, which is 27%, with Malawi Airline 49%, with Nigeria Air 49%, Zambia Airways 45%, Guinea Airway 49%, and DHL Ethiopian Airlines Logistics Services 51%. Now, Ethiopian Sky Technologies again 51%. So these are the shares it owns, and most of them, these African airlines, it steps in, the Ethiopian Airlines steps in when they are about to go to bankruptcy, so it buys a share and still helps them to go on. Now, it's a leading airline for the past few years. As I said, it was awarded as Africa's best business class and leading airline brand for 2023 and even 2022, 2021. So it flies to more than 150 domestic and international destinations in 5 continents. So I just wanted, to highlight the brevity of the pilot in landing this skidding, in landing skillfully landing a skidding aircraft. So thank you very much again for tuning in. Please go ahead and share your comments. Let us know, from whichever part of the world or the continent you are. Let us know if you have used Ethiopian Airlines and what do you think of Ethiopian Airlines. It's not because I'm an Ethiopian that I am, defending Ethiopian Airline, but it's because it's a fact. It's a fact. It's something. It's a national flag carrier of Ethiopia, fully owned by the government, and still a very, very successful airline, and even contributing to African continental free trade area by, it championed regional integration through its flights to over 50 destinations on the continent. Ethiopian Airlines flies to over actually 58 destinations in Africa, connecting the continent, moving people, and goods, and thus making the African continental free trade area possible. So it's really a Pan-African airline. Again, as I said, thank you very much. Go ahead and let's hear you, in the comment section. If you ever been, have you ever used Ethiopian Airlines, and what do you think of it? The airport, if you had a stopover, the service and everything, just go ahead and comment. That was it for now. If you please go ahead and subscribe. If you like what we bring you here, give it thumbs up and share the video with others. It's important to own our own narratives. So I just looked at it from a different angle, appreciating how the pilot landed it. That was it for now, but I'll see you on the next one. Ciao, ciao.